This hunting blind that's been sitting in this spot for about 2 years, and during this past winter my son cleared it out of wasp nests, but I can see one perched right there watching me in that crack. You're not going to be able to see it because of the darkness. I actually filmed it already and couldn't get anything, so I'm going to open this window right here. Hopefully I won't get buzzed or stung, and we'll see what we can see. Got a spider web going on. Any spiders manning it? Not that I can see. I think I hear the red wasp buzzing around me right now. There's one flying around. You see it right there flying around? He might be giving me a warning. I'm probably going to end up heeding the warning if he does anything more. Oh yeah, they're not happy. You see them all right there on the corner? They're wondering why it suddenly got a little bit brighter in there and what's going on. So that's about as close as I'm going to get. If you can see, you know, even these that are red wasps that are aggressive are not insanely aggressive. I'm like 1.5 feet away. I've been here for a while. I've got my hand held out with the camera, and as long as that's all I'm doing, they're leaving me alone. So you don't have to take out every single nest that you see. They provide some benefit as well. Now I've got my arm down here to close this, and that one's acting all nervous. So I got it closed. And they just flew off. Yeah, they're telling me to go. So they haven't stung me or anything yet, but they are right up on me and they're following me. So you have to be cautious, but I didn't get stung. You know, I'm also not panicking either, so I think they can smell your adrenaline or other fear hormones as well. I don't have any tripod with me today, but this roof right here is too tempting to not lift up and turn over. But I'm about to set the phone down. Likely to find some black widows underneath here, so wish me luck that I don't get bit when I'm flipping it up. Alright, I had movement, made me a little bit nervous as I was lifting it up, but it was just some field mice. If you look right here, they brought in all the fine little grass there, and they had some little channels and runs through here. Not going to show up that well on the camera. One or two of them went scampering away. Now what we did find, I don't see any black widows. We did find this lady right here. And she's a big one. It's either a garden spider or a wolf spider. Somebody might be able to identify that better based on those markings, but she's a pretty good sized one, and it looks like with some nasty fangs too. I don't know if she's going to be aggressive about me being so close. Can you see her fangs? Kind of nasty looking. See the point of the fangs right there? And for size comparison, there's my hand up against the metal. That's for size comparison right there. Alright, other than a fire ant mound that was butted up against it, I don't see anything else. Alright, here's a barn with a wood pile. And this is going to be notorious for spiders, brown recluses and black widows, funnel web spiders. It's a big one right there. I can see him. Let's see how long he stays still, if y'all can see him. See him back up in there? It's an American funnel web. It's not really poisonous like, what is it, the Australian funnel web. It's just hanging out. Alright, despite going and looking for creepy crawlies, I don't want to get bit by a black widow or brown recluse, so I gotta be careful. But I'm gonna turn over a couple pieces here and see if we can't spot something. Not seeing anything so far. I think I'm just going to have to find a better spot that might have black widows. Look along the ground here in this dirt underneath the pole barn. You see all these craters. What is that? Well, those are ant lions. Oh, is it the mayfly that these are the nymphs to? Anyway, they're down at the bottom. They make, they work their way down until they make that cone shape in there, and then an ant comes along, falls in, and got big old pincers, and he'll just grab it. So we'll try to scoop over, and if they move around, we'll be able to see them and show you a couple. Actually, they remind you a little bit, if you remember watching the old Star Wars movie, Wrath of Khan, they use these guys for their ideas for the earworm or whatever that they use against Kirk. Usually once you turn over their burrow, they'll start moving a little bit to get back up underneath if you've exposed them. I don't see any movement there, so we'll check over here. There's one right there. See the earth moving? That's him right there. Alright, I'll pick him up gently. Like I say, I think it may be the mayfly larva, but we used to call them ant lions growing up. And they'll move backwards, but they have these big, nasty pincers, mouth pincers on the front. You can kind of see it. There, I blew off some of the dirt, so you might be able to see it a little bit better. How would you like to have that thing going down in your ear? They're harmless to people. Just gotta stay away if you're an ant. See them right there? Just back right into the dirt and disappear. Yep, he goes in. And there's one. Apparently I disturbed, and he's tossing the dirt back out to make himself another cone. Is he not going to flick it out right now with this right here? Yeah, he's right down in there. Is that him? Yep, that's that one. There was another one there. Alright, thanks for watching. Let's see what else we can find. Alright, there's a mini bale of hay. It's only been there for maybe a week at this location, maybe less, but with the rain, some critters may have gone underneath it to take cover. If I can push it back and then push it back up here, we'll see what's underneath and then put it back. I don't see any mice. Thought there might have been some mice underneath there. There's a dry top, the dry part of it. Nothing underneath it. Yeah, there are some creepies here. Right there. You see that little spider there? Oh, he disappeared. There he goes. Creepy looking little spider.